The first thing he noticed was the heat, not from fire, but from breathing. Dozens of wet, rasping throats surrounding him in the dark. When Lieutenant Carver came to, his armor was gone, his omni-tool gone. His wrists were tied behind him with cables so tight his hands had gone blue. The Vorcha had left him near a broken generator that pulsed like a dying heart, its red light revealing flashes of jagged teeth and patchwork skin. They watched him, not like predators, but like artists admiring a canvas. A tall one with bone shards protruding from its jaw jabbed a rusted spike into his leg. Carver screamed. The Vorcha hissed laughter, tongues flicking like lizards tasting the sound. Another one repeated his scream, perfectly, mimicking him in a high-pitched mocking echo.
"Good noise! Meat still talk!"
it croaked.
"Talk make blood hot!"
They passed a battered helmet between them, N7 insignia, smeared with black. Carver tried to look away, but one of them gripped his face, claws digging into his cheeks.
"Hero!"
it whispered, breath reeking of rot.
"Hero taste better!"
They dragged him to the fire pit, where other remains smouldered. Alliance, Mercs, even a Geth chassis half buried in the ash. A Vorcha crouched low, running an omni-blade along a slab of charred meat. It wasn't tactical. It wasn't survival. It was worship. Carver tried to reason, to plead, but his voice broke under the dry rasp of the heat. They weren't listening. They were imitating. Every word he said came back to him, warped through a dozen voices.
"Help me!
Help me! Help me!"
Each one more joyous than the last. The leader stood, twitching, and pressed its forehead to his. The gesture might have been reverent, if not for the drool sizzling against his skin.
"Vorcha learn pain,"
it murmured.
"Pain makes strong. You help us learn."
Then the generator flared, bright, hot, pure white, and the camp erupted in screams. Not his, theirs. Vorcha, all of them, writhing and shrieking as the light burned their degenerate flesh. Carver thought for a moment it was salvation. Then he saw what they were doing, crawling toward the light, laughing, feeding on the pain. One seized his arm and dragged him closer.
"Share!"
it gurgled.
"You share too!"
He realized too late that it wasn't fire consuming them. It was a biotic flare, chained to an old Asari corpse at the center of the pit, endlessly pulsing. The Vorcha tore chunks of flesh from their own bodies, pressing them against his. The biotic field pulsed again. And Carver screamed, and the Vorcha screamed with him, perfectly synchronized, like a choir. Hours later, when the flare finally died, only one sound remained in the cavern. A single human voice, hoarse and wet, whispering in Vorcha rhythm.
Meat still talk. Meat still talk.